Okay, let me go over the account that I was trading this morning live on stream. It wasn't, I was getting really frustrated today. Basically, we have government shutdown. We've got tariff war going on. We got other things going on. And it's just been frustrating. And I kind of lost my composure a little bit. Kind of cussed at the market. But hey, it does get a little emotional. But I do want to. Once I got myself in check, once I cut the stream, and then I took a walk and I took a breather, and I came back and I said, okay, the account's down. I think the account was down like $400. I know it was down $300. Okay, so the account, I think it was down 400. I'm not sure. But as you can see here, the balance is 50,400, and of course my closed profit and loss is $37. My net P&L is negative 35 because of the commissions. So I kind of like positive for today, but actually it's negative because of commissions. But it was only $35 instead of like $350. So I was like down $400. I don't remember. But once I cut the stream, I took some decent trades on the stream, and then I took trades that I just shouldn't have taken. It was just, I wasn't thinking. But once I cut the stream, and then I got my thoughts back in order, and I came back to the desk, and then I said, okay, I'm down like $400 on this account. I got to dig it out. Account 23 was up 50,400 because I traded NASDAQ. This is a Bullnox eval. I traded the NASDAQ yesterday and made $400 on this one. And I made like $1,300 altogether yesterday because I traded another account. I think it was account 24. But account 18 and 19, there's two accounts that I'm not going to be trading until we get the government back open. The tariff war is subsided. The market has kind of calmed down a little bit with this because it's kind of whippy and it's really hard to trade, and you really need to size down. And I got two accounts that all I need is $500 in both of them, and then I passed two accounts, and I've already passed like three of them with Bullnox. And if I pass those two that are like $500 away, that'll be 500. That'll be five accounts past that I can start making money with. So account 23, I dug myself out of the hole, $400. I'm back to basically break even. So let me show you what I did to get back there. Now, this right here is a custom indicator that I'm currently in development right now for Qauntower. It gives me the ATR, the 5-minute, and the EMA, whether it's the 9 or 21 EMA, whether it's bullish, bearish, where the candle is. There's some stuff that I got to keep working with this. But at least once I cut the stream and then I was able to get my composure, and I was like, all right, the market pissed you off. Who cares? Just move on. Let's start moving on. Let's start making some trades. Let's start making some good trades, okay? And what I did, it was right up in here. We had a short, and as you can see right here, this is a 15-minute right here. This is the 1 minute. This is a footprint chart, well, cluster chart, footprint chart, 1 minute footprint chart, okay? And this is gold. This is MGC. This is the micro gold. And this is the first time trading gold. So, because I normally trade ES and NASDAQ. That's really all I trade is ES and NASDAQ. But I wanted to see how this indicator that I'm building out for NASDAQ, hey, does it work with gold? So let me go jump over to gold and work with gold. This is my first day trading gold because I normally trade NASDAQ and the ES, mostly NASDAQ. And right here, we got a sell imbalance right here. So we got a sell imbalance, and then you jump in, you put your stop up here. Now, what I like to do, this is just me. What I like to do is once I get a flush down, I'm looking at these. What I'm doing is I'm looking at the delta. This is the delta ladder. I'm looking at the delta. I've got the custom histo scalper that I developed. This works. This is a work in progress as well. There's more stuff, but this uses like EMA moving averages and some other things. And it kind of gives me like, hey, if it's red histogram, you want to start looking for cells. Just like today on the 15-minute, the histo scalper on the 15-minute that I'm developing for Qauntower, it was all negative. So I'm like, okay, you really want to look for shorts. And then right here, what I'm looking for is the 15-minute to be short. And sure enough, that was short. It was the 15-minute was bearish. Okay, so I took a short, made a little bit of money, scalped a little bit on that. That's okay. Started working back up. This is a long. Okay, now long. I really didn't trade this because yeah, it was way down here. If I get in here, I mean that's like a $58 stop. That's a little too far off. So I didn't take that. This one, a nice little short, come back here. I take it off. When it comes back here and it gets right back to that support area, I just take it off. I just scalp it and just take it right off. And as you can see here, the 15 was bearish. So the 15 up here would have said, it would have said bearish. Right now it's going off what market's doing right now, because right now we're in power hour. And I just started taking these shorts. Now this I did not take. I did not take this short. That was a good short too. Look at that. That was a good short. Boom. That was a good short. I do remember getting in this short. Once it broke this area, right here, and we bounced back, once we got this right here, I kind of scalped some right in here. I jumped in because once it broke this area right here, I went on ahead and scalped some out. And then once it started coming back, you see that delta coming back, I just got out. But once we moved down and moved to a break even, and then I just kind of read the delta footprint chart and then see if I want to go ahead and get out. That long I didn't take because look at that, it's too big of a gap right there. Plus this was red. Plus this was selling, so why would you take that? Even though you did get a bounce, you got a nice bounce on that. On one contract, you could have made like $75 on that. That would have been good, but the thing is, once I jumped off stream, got my composure right, and then all I could do was focus on trading, that's good. For some reason, once I get on stream and I trade, I really can't do very well. It's probably because I'm trying to make trades happen. Because people want to see trading. So I just try to make things work, and then I end up getting my butt handed to me. This I did not take, and the reason I did not take this is because this was a little too far off. Okay, we had nice sell and balance areas, but it was way up here. What am I going to do? Go in there and be like $75? No, I can't do that. But what we did is we put in a hammer. And I was like, oh, wow, we got a hammer. So if we break that, we could be bullish. And then what I started doing is right here, I did not get in this, did not do that because that's way too off. Look at that gap. That's way too off. I don't want to do that. This right here, I started trading because we started going positive on the histogram. We started going positive on the histo scalper, the TZ histo scalper. We started going positive. As you can see here, the histogram started moving up. It started converging. This is diverging. Okay, so it's diverging and selling off. And then once the histogram starts running back up, that's when I said, okay, we could be the momentum. This I did not get into. Why? Because this was a little bit too much. No, it was a little bit too much. I wanted to be like right here. So right here, I took a long, and the reason I took that long is because we're on this green candle. So the ATR was up there. The 15-minute was bullish, and the EMA was bullish because of the histogram right here. And we're moving up because this histogram goes off the 9 and 21 EMA. I'm going to modify it a little bit to go off of the EMA moving averages, but also start reading the delta for the past 9 period and start kind of merge that in. And I'm going to write the code for that this weekend and merge that in, and we get a histogram of like a 921 EMA and also the delta for the 9 period, and then kind of do the logic for the histogram off of that. I need to add delta into that. Delta is just the difference between the buyers and the sellers. That's all. How many more buyers, how many more sellers? That's all it is. You can actually kind of look at it right here. If you kind of look at it right here, you see this, how we had a buy imbalance right here. The delta was positive. What I'm going to do is look back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 9 periods, get the average of the delta and kind of merge it into the 9 and 21 EMA histogram and get a reading off of that. So is the 9 EMA is the 9 EMA diverging from the 21 EMA, and is the delta moving upwards? And then that would be the histogram data. Right now it's just off the 921 EMA, but the delta was positive, so I jumped in here and then I scalped some off of there, and I think that's where I took the account back to positive. And then right up in here we got another one right here. We had a big huge delta. This is starting to move up on the 15-minute. It's starting to move up, so I jumped in, and then kind of moved back down. I'm like, man, if this thing gets down to here, I got to cut it. But it broke, and then we have resistance right here. Then it broke resistance, and then I sold it. Okay, so I kind of got in here, took a little bit of heat, and then I got out right up in this area. I think I got out right up in this area because when we're looking at these pops right here, this gray line right here, that's the point of control for that 1 minute candle. Once we start getting high delta below that point of control, that's when I cut it. Like right here, when you start running up, right there's the point of control. This candle, once we start trading below that point of control with big delta right there, that's when I cut it. Because I know that the sellers are starting to step in and I need to cut it. Also, people are just taking profits probably, and they're just selling it, and I need to cut it, and that's what happened. It moved back down. That's why you cut it. That's why if you follow me on the stream live, that's how I do that. This I didn't get into, even though it was positive. I just didn't get into it because of this area and we kind of sold off. It was just like resistance area. And that was about it. Now, right up in here, I was thinking about taking some shorts up in here and also taking some shorts up in here, but I didn't do it. Right here, you definitely don't want to do it because the histogram is still positive. The 9 EMA is above the 21 EMA. This one's starting to get negative. So the 9 EMA is below the 21 EMA, and we're starting to build a little bit of volume there, a divergence right there. But there just wasn't enough data. There wasn't enough delta in there, so I just didn't get into this. There was a stacked selling bounce right there, but I could have gotten in, got about maybe $30, $25 per contract on a micro, but I didn't do it. But what I did do is bring the account back up to break even. So once I did that, I was good to go. I see right here that this would be a good, about 25 bucks on that. But, you know, I really wouldn't take it. And why would I not take it? Well, I mean, you can take it because it has a stacked imbalance, a triple stacked imbalance. There's a triple, as you can see, it's triple stacked imbalance right there. So you can get in, and if it comes back down here, I'll do 2 ticks below the stacked imbalance. You know, you're risking $43, but you only made about 25. So it's not a good risk reward. Plus the histogram is kind of negative, as you can see right here. We're just selling off, and then we popped, and then we're going to sell back off again. The histogram's negative. This is a 1 minute. The TZ Histo Scalper is negative, so why do that? Why do that? Plus, you're looking at 15-minute. It's bearish. Look at that, 15 minutes, bearish. It's bearish. You don't want that. So once I got off the stream, and then I started, and then I was like, okay, just clean up the charts, put your histo scalper on there, put it on the 1 minute, put it on the 15-minute, and let's start making some trades and get this account back back to good standing, and account 23 is back into good standing. I basically dug myself out of a $400 loss from this morning because I wanted to go off the rails. Yeah. Every now and then I go off the rails just like everybody else does. You know, you're only human, you make mistakes. But this indicator I'm still working on. It will be ready for download on the website. If you go to tickerzcan.com, go to the website. Right now, there's a stock scanner there. I'm going to have this indicator up there for Qauntower, and we will go from there. And also, I'm putting up. I need to find the time to do the course. I'm putting right now. There's some free information on YouTube, the beginning of the course, but really all you gotta do is watch me live, and then you'll understand that you don't need to take the course. You can just watch me live for free for right now. That's all I have. I just wanted to make an update and let you know I dug myself out of that $400 loss this morning because I went off the rails. So I will talk to you Monday. Later. Have a good weekend.